How long have you been teaching?
I didn't start teaching until I was 51. So, yeah.
And now you're a Fox 9 top teacher.
Now a Fox 9 special presentation.
What is your favorite part of being a teacher?
These guys. For sure, these guys.
It's our top teacher special.
There's a ton of rewards. I've seen so many growth in kids from 2016 until now.
We honor 10 teachers for making an incredible impact in and outside of the classroom.
What it's all about is watching these young people grow.
And thank you for joining us for this Fox 9 Top Teacher Special. I'm Kelsey Carlson.
And I'm Amy Huckert. Every year, Fox 9 recognizes some of the state's most impactful teachers. We know there are countless exceptional educators out there, but we want to introduce you to 10.
Each winner received a $1,000 check for classroom activities and supplies from Royal Credit Union and a pizza party from Papa Murphy's. I had the privilege of surprising our first recipient this year, Ms. April Raichie, a third grade teacher in Minneapolis.
My own mother hadn't believed me, and the police thought I was just a prank caller.
If you find yourself in April Raichie's class,
Had someone been spying on me, though?
you know you're loved. The third grade teacher at Waite Park Elementary in Minneapolis is modest and humble and would never expect any recognition for what she does.
So this is like a little mystery, okay? And it's only Monday, too. This is so exciting. And this is a mystery for all of your teachers, too. They don't know why I'm here right now.
So when she was named one of Fox 9's top teachers, the school erupted with emotion.
The top teacher from your school is Ms. April Raichie.
The kids went nuts, and Ms. Raichie cried.
Did you have any idea today that this was about you?
No, not at all.
She knows her role well.
They're only with me for, they're not only, but they're with you for 6 hours a day. That's sometimes more than they're awake at home with families, and they gotta know they're loved.
And the parent who nominated her says she really does take it to the next level.
Miss Raichie has an excellent sense of humor. That's probably a big part. Also, she has brought chickens in before, and the kids got to play with chickens. She does little things she doesn't need to do just to provide them with extra.
This school year, the tables were turned when Ms. Raichie's father passed and the kids took their turn being her caretaker.
The notes and cards that they would write me were just the sweetest ever.
No doubt they learned a lot of compassion from her.
They're kids. They need guidance and support, and they need people to love them.
Our next top teacher will start his 25th year in education in the fall. Dave Racer was one of the original teachers at an academy for homeschooled students, which closed during the pandemic. But he helped keep it going, leading a small group of teachers, offering classes to families once a week. Our Leah Bino explains how Mr. Racer hopes to expand his curriculum model to other schools.
And if they are asked to keep one, replicating as closely as possible to a real Senate. This class at Mid-Metro Academy is led by a man with a longtime love for the Constitution, experience running for various political offices himself, and working on campaigns, Mr. Dave Racer, known by his students as Governor Racer.
That's how I got elected, by the way. I started a class.
Through this Christian academy, students who are primarily homeschooled can take Racer's courses in American government and student senate.
He just has so much enthusiasm for learning and for teaching, and he just shares that with his students.
Just the real world experience that he has and that he can bring into the classroom.
Racer's students admit his classes are not easy A's.
Intimidating sometimes, but he's very good at encouraging us, helping us to grow and helping us to learn.
They learn critical thinking, debate skills, communication skills, oral and written skills, teamwork, strategy. It's absolutely an amazing experience, and I love watching it.
Student Senate leaders are invited to the so-called governor's mansion during each session, and Racer hopes to help his Student Senate model expand to other schools far beyond his own. Until then, to say he's proud is an understatement.
Immensely proud. You saw that today. I am controlling my tears.
In St. Paul, Leah Bino, Fox 9.
And our next top teacher has been teaching for 21 years in special education. Kelly O'Connell introduces us to Mrs. Tiffany Lindholm at Hayes Elementary in Fridley.
Congratulations, Tiffany Lindholm! Oh, sorry. Hello, congratulations! It's safe to say Tiffany Lindholm was surprised to learn that she was the reason for this fake meeting with her fellow teachers. The special education teacher has been teaching for more than 20 years and truly gives it her all each and every day for each and every student.
Miss Tiff works with kids that face incredible challenges, but they are incredible, and they are determined, and they are brilliant in their own way, and they come to school ready to learn. And Miss Tiff comes to school every single day to courageously love them and teach them, so they meet those high expectations that she has.
And then some.
My room is right over here.
She spends her own money to buy supplies, food, even clothing for her kid.
The success of the student, it really, that is what overall means for me to be a teacher. There's nothing more meaningful and rewarding than to see the success of the students.
Last year, she used that money to buy books for her library, books that had characters that look like her students.
He said, Miss Tiff, this book looks just like me. And I was like, you know what? This is the best way I've ever spent my money.
Miss Tiff, as the kids call her, never gives up on a kid. Never lets the hardship of the classroom get her down.
It does feel good, and I'm very appreciative, very, very appreciative. So thank you very much.
But it's the kids, the parents, her fellow teachers, and her boss, the principal, who really want to say thank you. In Fridley, Kelly O'Connell, Fox 9.
And our next teacher gives students an extra hand with reading, writing, and navigating life outside the classroom. This teacher is being honored especially for giving her students a safe space to talk and learn.
Hannah Flood introduces us to Miss Kim Smith at Minnetonka Middle School East.
We are here with a big surprise for you today.
After 24 years as a teacher, Kim Smith says she was shocked to see her classroom full of her middle school students, applauding her for being such an impactful educator.
I was surprised when I saw a group huddling out here, and I thought they were up to something. And I didn't know what they were up to. And so, yes, very surprised.
Miss Smith teaches 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students who need extra help with reading and writing. Students who say she makes the learning fun and easy to grasp.
She explains stuff to me, like when I don't understand, helps me out a lot. And it helps me like after school and stuff.
She does like a lot of activities that are like fun, and she's just a really good teacher.
Okay, so first up for the top teacher, you get $1,000.
Miss Smith was nominated by the parent of a former student who says in addition to learning in the classroom, Miss Smith supported her child when she was being bullied and created a safe space for them to learn.
The student I haven't had for a few years, so thinking the fact that she still felt I had an impact, then I'm doing my job well.
When people have the same thing happens, right?
Doing the job so well, the school's principal says other teachers and staff look to Miss Smith for guidance, saying she's also a teacher of adults.
In our building, Kim is that go-to teacher. Anytime we're looking for strategies on how do you better support a student who's struggling with their reading, struggling with their writing, Kim is the first stop.
There's a round of applause. Yeah! Thank you. All your students are so excited. Okay, you get the giant check, you get the pizza, but this is kind of the real reward here.
Awesome. Thank you so, so much.
In Minnetonka, Hannah Flood, Fox 9.
And we have 6 more to go. When we come back, you'll meet more of our Fox 9 top teachers of 2023, including a woman who teaches English to children from many different backgrounds. Welcome back to our Fox 9 Top Teacher Special. Each winner received a $1,000 check for classroom activities and supplies from Royal Credit Union and a pizza party from Papa Murphy's.
Our next top teacher didn't start out as a teacher. She was a paraprofessional for a few years before deciding to take the next step and become a full-time teacher. Tom Butler takes us to her classroom.
Here's this beautiful award for Miss Lakia Austin.
Thank you, guys.
Lakia Austin loves her role at South Education Center in Richfield. And her students love her.
I
I really appreciate all the kids here, and I love the kids in my classroom. They bring me here every day.
They keep you coming back.
They do.
Since 2016, Lakia has been helping shape the lives of students in special education. First, as a paraprofessional, then putting in the hours to become a teacher in 2020. The person who nominated her has been by her side every step of the way.
Because she's dedicated, she's a one of a kind. She does amazing work with kids with disabilities.
And her principal agrees.
Lakia is a model of that. She's a model of putting in the work, of the dedication. But, you know, a lot of people get kind of beat down. You can get beat down, you can get exhausted, but she doesn't. I mean, Lakia's here late at night. Lakia's been here on Saturdays. Lakia has to move classrooms. She comes on the weekend so it doesn't interfere with her students. Like, she puts in the time.
And for Lakia, that time is measured in her students' successes.
There's a ton of rewards. I've seen so many growth in kids from 2016 until now. It's priceless.
Excellent. Our next top teacher combines her love of languages and travel every day in her classroom. Ashley Johnson teaches students from many different backgrounds who are learning English. I had the privilege of telling her story.
At Delano Elementary School, teacher Ashley Johnson supports young learners from many different backgrounds who are learning one of the most difficult languages in the world, English.
What season do you think that is?
Her students range from kindergarten to high school. They speak Russian, Bulgarian, Spanish, Hmong, French, Thai, Ga, and Bengali. Her job is to meet each of them where they are.
I work with students who are multilingual learners, and so they come to me either like emergent bilingual, new to the country, having no English background, kind of in various different ways. They all look different. And we spend a lot of time together so that rapport gets to be built, and the relationship is so important to me.
Ms. Johnson was nominated for top teacher by a parent who says her second grade daughter spoke mostly Spanish when she started school. She says soon, her daughter grew into a confident, empowered girl with a newfound excitement for learning.
Who's ready to hear who our top teacher is? On behalf of Fox 9, I am so proud to present this year's Top Teacher Award to Ashley Johnson.
The standing ovation speaks volumes, and when you zoom in, you can really see how much her students love her.
Yeah, if she could be my best friend, she would.
Oh, she brings energy. If I'm having a bad day, she just makes my day. No matter what, she's a great teacher.
I mean, I went into my job because I love students, I love learning new languages, I love traveling, and I love culture. And when I realized I could do that every day with a set of students and hear about where they come from and their backgrounds and learn things from them, I absolutely had to go into it.
And now to a special education teacher in Edina. Alyssa Stam was nominated by a fellow colleague for her many contributions in and outside of the classroom. BC O'Neilly Erie has more.
Being able to see my students celebrated and their strengths seen first has been just amazing.
Alyssa Stam is a special education teacher at Countryside Elementary School in Edina. It's a career that she believes she was born to do.
I am a sibling of someone who has autism spectrum disorder.
Since arriving 2 years ago, Stam has established a new curriculum. The special ed program has grown from 3 students to nearly a dozen, and she's gained a reputation for putting her students' needs above her own.
My students need someone that can do that and help pave the way for them to do that, and so I really try to put that first. Sometimes it cuts into my prep time, but that's what's needed to build this, then that's what we do.
Her commitment and dedication to education earning her a 2023 Fox 9 Top Teacher honor.
I'm just in shock right now. I wasn't expecting this.
Taylor Ann Belsky, Stam's co-teacher, submitted the nomination.
Her ultimate goal was to make sure the kids were safe and loved. And I absolutely adored her for that, because a lot of these kids don't have that opportunity. And to know that they can come to school and be safe and have a voice and feel like themselves is a beautiful thing.
It's kind of the magic that happens when she's working with kids. Kids respond to her.
Impactful and inspiring. Are you surprised?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I feel very thankful.
Stam, who is expecting a second child of her own, says that she's just getting started.
It just feels really good to be recognized for doing something that I really believe in.
Our next top teacher is known for making everyone smile, especially her students.
Saquon has Allison Sprat's story.
Putting her foot down on bullying. That's what got an exceptional teacher in Plymouth a Fox 9 Top Teacher Award.
Miss Allison Sprat, if you can come join me.
Sprat was nominated by the parent of a former student for her quick actions to put an end to bullying and instead spread kindness.
And she's just always so inspirational, and she's just so sweet. Like, she just is one of those teachers that goes above and over.
Sprat teaches 4th graders at Sunset Hill Elementary School and is also the girls' running coach. But her biggest priority outside of the classroom has always been building relationships with families.
Finding ways to connect to parents and keeping them in the loop, because they are obviously the number one people in their lives, and if you don't have that partnership with their parents, then it's really just, it's a struggle.
Not only is she good at making parents feel at ease, she also goes the extra mile every day to recognize her students.
Like, she's really nice and kind to everybody. She gives hugs every day. If she sees you in the hallway, she waves hi.
But for Sprat, it's in her nature.
They're also different and also all the same. They want to be loved, they want to be seen, they want to be validated, they want to know I'm unique and special and loved.
In Plymouth, Saquon, Fox 9.
We have 2 more top teachers to meet, including one who is an Opportunities in Emergency Care class instructor and a teacher who is known as being firm but loving toward her students.
Special education teacher in Inver Grove Heights has a shiny new award. Her students say that she makes them feel safe and she fights for them to be in mainstream classes when they're ready.
Our Cody Matz introduces us to Denise Landman.
This year's top teacher here at Simley High School is Denise Landman. Affectionately called Miss L, this top teacher started in the profession in her later years so she can spend more time with her daughter. But that doesn't mean she's short on talent, even if she's short on words.
I usually have lots of words, which get me in trouble, but today I don't have any. It's just thank you so much. I'm so appreciated.
Her nominators are former students and parents who say she really went above and beyond.
She took the time to bring him in and let him do music and stuff like that when there was nothing else in the district for him to do. So he was still part of the class even after he graduated.
Her students learn differently than most, which she recognized early on. So she creates a comfortable environment where they can be first and foremost teenagers, but also little apprentices.
I have been a special ed para for a long time, and she is the most amazing teacher I've ever worked with. The kids are absolutely first. She will advocate for them to the end of the earth.
One such example of this dedication involved rolling out masking tape on a section of the carpet in her classroom where she wanted a safe space to be built. After months of insisting, the school eventually gave in, building the Good Choice Room. Named by her students, it's a small, quiet room where the kids can retreat when they need to.
She's the best. She truly cares for each and every kid, and she teaches them as much independence as possible.
As for how long she plans to teach, well, it's the response you'd expect from someone who really loves their job.
I'm going to do it until they tell me I can't, and which will probably be a long time.
In Inver Grove Heights, Cody Matz, Fox 9.
Well, some of the most influential teachers and often the most memorable are not the reading, writing, and arithmetic types.
In some districts, life skills courses are big options for students. Randy Meyer introduces us to our next top teacher, whose name only begins to describe the lifelong influence that he's had on his students.
His name describes him well, but Bill Nice means a lot more to his students at Spring Lake Park High School. Nice is the guy who instructs students in the school's Opportunities in Emergency Healthcare program. He's arming his students with skills that last a lifetime and may even actually one day save a life.
Checking pedal pulse and cap refill.
Pulse present.
Okay.
Eager to learn, new students and those already working in the professions taught by Nice, all on hand to honor him as a Fox 9 top teacher. Nice is quick, though, to point out he's there because of them, not the other way around.
I have the best job in the district. I get to work with the best kids and the best teachers and the best staff. I could have retired 3 years ago and have no intention to do so. I got grads that are back, that are out there working in the field and saving lives and doing great stuff for others.
Michelle Weaver nominated Nice. In her words, he's a wonderful teacher who's making a positive and practical impact on students' lives. That includes her sons, Brendan and Anis.
He doesn't make you feel like it's the end of the world. He's like, if you're genuinely confused, he'll sit down and talk to you. He'll explain it to you. He's just a very genuine guy.
He has high expectations, but as he said, he has those high expectations because they're going out into a career or a field that expects high expectations, but he's also a human, right? He teaches them and treats them as young people, knowing that there's going to be mistakes, knowing that they're going to learn, but he doesn't give up on any of them.
For Mr. Nice, that means getting these young people pointed in the right direction.
If we don't give them a purpose, that's where we swing and miss in education. And so classes like this, there's a whole ton of classes down this hallway. That's what they do. They're giving kids a chance to figure out what am I good at.
Bill Nice, a Fox 9 top teacher with a hands-on role in molding the lives of many of our future first responders.
Thank you so much for joining us for this Top Teacher Special.
And a special thanks to Royal Credit Union for donating $1,000 to each winner for classroom activities and supplies, and to Papa Murphy's for donating the pizza party celebration.
And thanks so much to all the educators out there who are making a difference in their students' lives.